said some things I shouldn't have said. But I was just angry. Upset. You know how close I am to this movie deal. I mean, they know about my dancing, but those pictures... You don't want to mess up my chance for stardom. Do you, baby? What do you say? You bring over those prints and we can...
You bear the mark. You are cursed. You must place your hand upon the stone.
I can hear you. Jeez, are you
okay, so this is the third time I've ever broadcasted live playing a video game. No one ever watches these anyways, but I'm just doing it because you can. I'm gonna do it anyways. So this is part 2. There's only supposed to be a first part, but I died rather early trying to at least do the rituals and get to the part where at the flag. That's pretty much as far as I can get doing this. So I just wanted to make this video, I guess, for no reason, but if it also helps people get through those rituals kind of quickly and efficiently, that's great too, and that's just a good side bonus. So, anyways.
We're gonna tear through this in seconds, I have no doubt.
What I'm gonna do here is just kill all the zombies till there's only one left. If you want to make a lot of points, one thing I've found to do is if you shoot zombies twice and then knife, you can get the greatest bounty of points off those first few zombies in the first round. If you're trying to maximize the points you get per round for those first few rounds to get to the rituals rather quickly by opening each door. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up this door here, run over here and do a couple things. Open the door to a little bit there. Turn this bad boy on. I mean, most of you played this level a lot, and I feel like most of you understand the first one pretty well. It speaks for itself. No matter how you do it, you know how to get it done. This is just one way I can do it and get it done in, you know, one try, not having to use this twice, whatever this is called. I'm also terrible with terminology when I turn to the beast. With that being said, you gotta grab the fountain pen, don't forget that like I just did, because then you have to run all the way back down here. One thing also to keep in mind that I've noticed, and I'm sure all of you have noticed this too, but that happens. The zombie just goes crazy fast.
These manifestations are different, and not in a good way.
Then you do that and fuck that. Alright, so I guess we're not gonna do this ritual in the first round.
Are you the one I saw in my dream?
So anyways, push this shit. I think it's wise when you do the ritual not to fucking, I apologize, not to in any way shoot the zombies, these apothecon things, whatever they are. Just because they'll spawn out in different spots, and if you're trying to run away from them and you've got a group of people in here, like all 4 of you in here, that's just hazardous to everyone. It's going to cause someone to get tripped up. So, if you want to do this quickly, just don't even shoot them. Yeah, that's one thing's down there, I'm not getting that.
Kind of, sort of, had to.
The worm must be taken to the sacred place. Only then will you have the means to repel the earth.
I try to always open the door with Jug first. That's kind of stupid, I guess. So I'm not going to do that this time. I don't know if it's stupid. Actually, you know, go with what you feel.
Only then can we prevent it.
I'm just going to open it first.
They leave you alone when you look like a monster.
Oh yeah, round 2, you can now put 3 bullets in a zombie and stab him. Then again, maximize the points you're trying to get. Round 1 and 2, I really would encourage that. I would believe just you can do as much as possible. Or not, you know, shooting twice.
I fear this effort may prove futile. I better magic some bullets out of thin air.
Ooh. Nothing is here.
It's a little too close.
Oh. Oh, how about that? Yeah, I probably don't have any magical tips that anyone hasn't already said. Also, I'm probably not even good as most people out here who stream video games, so I guess you get what you get.
Always had this power, but it didn't.
More than any other place in this city, your path.
Now again, I would suggest not killing these things, but you could probably put a couple bullets in them. I never really tried. If you want a few points, you know, here and there. Something you could definitely do.
Like an octopus. Ooh. That stopped you in your tracks, didn't it? We cannot blame this creature for its own foul nature. Kill it! Kill it!
Could you just not do that?
Oh man, they just love giving me max. Nice.
Perhaps we may yet snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
Alright, got the worm. We're moving on. Oh, one other thing I always do, which will happen eventually. A wall weapon should be always one of your weapons in your inventory. So always pick a gun in a level you really like. And you should make it one of yours. Maybe get it later, maybe get it first, go with what you feel. That way when you're really in those late rounds and there's nothing around, you got a gun you can always get in. Being that you have the actual points to do so. I usually, in the first few rounds, take whatever the box gives me. Sometimes I will hit the box a lot, but most of the time I don't really like to hit the box. But if I got the money, I hit the box in threes. I don't know, Treyarch 3. Somehow feel that benefits what you get out of the box. Superstitions. Yeah, don't forget to lay in front of perks as well. Get a good old 100 points, which again really helps.
I used to have staff to deal with the overgrown vegetation.
I feel an anger surging through my veins.
I'm really not too crazy about insta-kill in the first early rounds as well. It takes away from getting more points in my opinion. So I'm gonna knife regardless for the first couple rounds if I can. It's also a foolish thing to do because you probably get killed early in early rounds. Keep doing it.
If I'd done this back when I was performing, I would have brought the house down.
Alright, here we are. We'd probably put 4. Don't forget about lining up all these zombies close together. It'll definitely, bullets will go through multiple zombies, which is a nice little extra way to get some more points. Just a few little things there if you didn't already know. But again, if you're just trying to go crazy and kill zombies, go with what you feel. Basically, round 3, still getting knife kills. It's good. Getting those extra points. That's 130 plus 4. That's 170 right there for a zombie. You can, kind of get them separated. Oh, well, that wasn't. Pick it up.
Impersonating a police officer, am I?
Alrighty. We got a sniper rifle. This is another weapon. Great. Okay. Yep, that's about it for this one. That's kind of the order I do it in. Does probably could be like this, but I watched the guy on YouTube do it.
This is truly amazing.
And I just copied what he did.
A full body transmogrification.
So, cool story, right? I really don't care for Gobblegum. I mean, it's nice, but I feel like Gobblegum is extremely cheap. It makes sometimes zombies kind of not zombies. Grab all the perks instantly, like... Nah, it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bitter person. Don't get me wrong, I will use them, and I have used them.
You know, those barricades won't last long.
So we're gonna go do the ritual with the ruby rabbit. So this is the only one I found of these. I didn't really watch anybody make videos about what else you can find in the level. I will, at first, to be honest, never really a fan of this level when I first got the game. But this time was on and became a lot of fun once I figured out how to do a couple things. I'm really excited to be paid on Friday. That's when I'll be purchasing the new zombie DLC pack, 8 maps. Playing some of the old maps. Kind of came into zombies late, like I played the old maps, but not the way I played the maps nowadays. Trying to figure everything out, kind of just went in there and survived, just on nothing at all. I didn't really know what to do.
Hey Jackie, it's me.
Just assumed you tried to survive. Oh yeah. Anyways, another ritual done. Moving on to the last ritual. And I'm gonna kill this guy because I don't want to wait for him to find me.
Just want you to know that I got your back. Always.
You find the items you need. You must explore and explore.
Excuse me.
You have blood on your hands. It cannot be cleansed. Your sins have allowed others to bear their way into your world.
What would you have us do?
Only another sacrifice will sate their appetite.
Kinda forgot what it was in. Yeah, I do this in 2 parts. I'll get the door down here to make this second part a lot easier. I guess you could try to do the second part and get the door, and I've done it before, but at first I couldn't do it. Not until like I kind of mastered what I was going to do. Was I able to? Oh, I'm just trying to get them lined up. Make it a little bit easier to snipe. That's one thing. I feel like if you're really good at hurting, I think you'll really appreciate sniper rifles, especially if you're really good with sniper rifles. Difficult thing to master. You can do a lot of work once with a packed sniper rifle. Whole horde can be taken down in a single line if you get them around the corner. You start running and you make a quick turn around a bend, kind of like this, and go that direction if it's open. Not really giving you a good example. If you get most of them grouped up, kind of like that. Whew.
That's a positive. All the positives we can get.
Oh, did I pick up that part? I did not. There it is. So at this point I probably should really get jugged because I'm gonna die if I don't. I'm an extremely big fan of Juggernaut. That is a priority perk for me, always. This is a terrible idea. Oh, there's a good spot. I guess you can get them all lined up if you get it right. Alright, so I'm herding them up in a ball. I feel like the biggest thing you want to do is kind of like pull them to the outside and then move forward. If anyone's played sports, I feel like they understand it, because then you kind of like right there split the D or the through ball, whatever you want to say, where you catch those gaps in the zombies to cut back through when you're circling them up. Again, I'm not that great at it. It took me a long time, I feel like, to master the art of getting them like this into a line, a train, pretty much. But they fucking outsmarted me, or got outsmarted by slow zombies. But again, that's basically what you want to kind of do. If you herd them up, you also don't get all the zombies at once if you kill them immediately. This way, you can hold zombies if you need to revive friends or people need to do stuff. You can hold zombies in the middle of rounds, or at the ends of rounds at least. If you got a couple people herding the zombies up. It makes it real nice to get Easter eggs, boxes, people who went down who need to pick up perks again, or just generally you need to revive someone. One person go revive, the other two continue to herd up zombies. I don't know, you can do what you want. Again, go if you feel. I'm sure there's more efficient ways to do it. These are just ideas. I'm just trying to share with the community. I still haven't done that final ritual.
Let's try a veil over the matter.
Ooh, it's the meatballs. Oh no, it's not that level 6, I don't know.
Have you never heard of personal space? Careful, these bows are made by the finest tailors. I'm invincible. I can't be vinced. I'm invincible. Who's trying to
Yeah, it's awful shooting. I'm sorry that you have to see that.
Oh, it scratched me. Well, is that going to be effective? Careful, these clothes are made by the finest tailors. Have you never heard of personal space?
Well, barely made it out of that. And I still don't have Joe.
I thank
really
the
pick this
mysterious
bad boy up.
forces that have deemed to bless us.
I can only help you if you confess. Only through acceptance.
Oh, another thing about those pods, plants, whatever you want to call them, let them get big. And if they're purple and they're all purple and you already have the damn Apothicon gun built, so what? But when someone dies, they can grab one of those for free and get exactly what they need. Great weapon, whatever possible that comes out of the purple ones. Even the red ones give out pretty good weapons, like the Tuda and some shotguns, things of this nature. Especially if you're playing with other people online, you have no mics, and it's all just 4 randoms together. I think one thing you should do is be courteous to your entire group and wait to grab things last. If everyone does that, I think things will go around a little bit easier, and you just have a little better gameplay. That's again my opinion.
Do that, you?
I keep doing this, going way too fast at these levels.
My ex-wife, my dead wife. It was never enough for her. No matter what I did, she complained.
So far, I've not even done the last ritual or started on the swords.
I was lazy. She complained, and she spent money. She was good at both.
Oops. Good thing though, no waste of time here, because all I have to do is hit this door, and it's open.
We should rectify it towards its head. The brain has to be in one of them. Try really hard.
Never.
Sun is yet to come.
Again, I'm an implant to a position of relative safety. Time waits for no man. This man has no time to wait.
I'm a big fan of headshots.
I just made you disappear.
I'm not a big fan of bombs unless I need them. I can just continue to
Scratch me. Is that effective?
Has to be in one of them.
Its brief, tortured existence has come to an end.
Now it's meatballs. I need something. I could do this damn ritual. Jeez.
I'm invincible. I can't be vinced. I'm invincible. Who's trying to vince me? Is invincible even a thing?
This is a good thing. The brain has to be in one of them. Sort of thing, eh?
Need to build a shield. Okay, double tap. You do the ritual downstairs and ride the subway train. The L to get all the symbols come back. Oh, purple already.
Cannot blame this creature for its own foul nature.
I'm invincible. I can't be vinced. I'm invincible. Who's trying to vince me? Is invincible even a thing?
Kill it! Kill it! Have you got any fire? Fire usually kills things.
Wow, got lucky there.
I accept my fate, whatever it may be. See the amazing Nero perform the knives of death. Ow! That got me stunned. Oh, it scratched me. Is that infected?
Craft shield. Just because everybody crafts a shield here, I feel like, well, not everybody, but most people I play with online do. Oh, they gave me one zombie. They gave that to me. Isn't I'm referring to, I guess, the zombie gods, or Cthulhu, or Treyarch, or the algorithms, or whatever. What the game is up. Well, there you go. 4 worms done and a lot of shit fought through. And we're moving on. I'm gonna pick up a good old DT, double tap, and be on my way to the downstairs, the distance, subway, whatever you want to call it. Pack a punch room. You know, to each his their own. Also, sorry for the terrible sprinting. Most of the other games you're allowed to toggle the ability to just tap the button. Why did I go here again? I don't know. Double tap. Well, anyways, you have the ability to just toggle L3 or R3. Whatever button I guess you can fit in some games. But anyways, you just tap it and you'll sprint. These games, all Star games, kind of have like a limited sprint, like i.e. basketball, Battlefield.
Sure, drinking that was the best idea.
Alright, might as well just play this back.
This
Yes.
is a weapon of war, and war is the predicament we now find ourselves in.
Double tap right on time as well. Let's keep the on. One cool thing about doing this with 4 other players as well is if once all the worms are found, you don't have to wait on other players to bring their worms down. So that way you can just drop all the worms in the spot yourself if you're trying to really speed up the process to get pack unlocked. I would definitely say by level 15 is an optimal time to get Pack-a-Punch. I feel like that's where most weapons are really starting to weaken as far as the damage, especially even to the head. It's basically, besides the Gorgon, you're not really going to get one headshots. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's how I feel. The way I tested this theory out was by playing at, whatchamacallit. Can't even think of the name of it now. Darius, the Giant. And got up on that catwalk and pretty much used every single weapon, unpacked and packed. And one weapon that really I feel like stood out as a very powerful weapon was the L-car. I mean, at level 10, I'm still putting heads out with 1 bullet, which is quite impressive. Really a great gun. You can go up to the level I am now. I picked up assault rifles making here, but the L-car's quite a powerful weapon in its own right. So nice. Level 15, you probably want to get this bad boy opened up, you know, for your own safety. If not, again, your game. You go with what you feel is right. Alright, just one moment. Oh shit. Okay, one moment. Oh, right, sorry about that. Other great thing about playing single player, get the paws of zombies.
Your service to the overlords is appreciated.
Alright, so it's done. He's just assimilated into our world, our plane of existence. And now I can pack things though, so added, you know, some bittersweet reality there. So the next thing to do here is use this to unlock all this shit, but also do this as well. So now we're gonna go search for, we'll kill this fucking Magwar, never say it right. Shit. Forgot none of this is unlocked. So anyways, you can either just kind of guess and hope you get lucky to one of the 3 areas, and the canal's there, and the canal, slip up. the L train is there, or tram, or I'm sure you already know this. Jeez, what a move.
Time of vanquishment will come soon enough, beast.
Got fucked up there. Sorry about that again. So anyways, as I was saying, you can go all the way to the center. There's a spot where it tells you exactly where it is. You probably want to look at that a lot earlier than I'm about to do, but it's over there, usually about the waterfront entrance. Okay, let's see if he drops anything. He does, but that's kind of not exactly the game I wanted. Max ammo was more sufficient, but beggars cannot be choosers. Anyways, right here, waterfront, here, it's at Footlight. Footlight's one of the best places to start because you can do it all on one side. You can go all the way down to, the waterfront and just look out one side of the window and then go from waterfront to the canal district and then look out the other side of the window, all on one side without having to switch sides. So I feel like Footlight is the best place for this bad boy to start and take off. Again, for the other players, this is an excellent time for the other players to take the zombies with you. If not, and the zombies are close by, you can either bring them on the tram and deal with that hassle of trying to fight them off and look at that, or I'm going to look at the left side, make sure I'm going to the waterfront. You get in here before they get in here.
I loved playing with trains as a child.
Left side. Anyway, so as you can see, look at one side now, look at one side, I'll get both of them. So here's the first one coming up. I created a system to memorize the symbols. I have Pontiac as the triangles, single feather, double feather for the arrows. So I got a double Pontiac there. And then I call them sandwiches. The first word indicates the thing that is on top and bottom. And then I got a double feather. So I got a double Pontiac and a double feather. There's a technical name for all these things that I'm not using. Again, as I said earlier, terrible with the terminology. Let this thing cool off for a second and grab a fuse while we're at it. So here's kind of a technique for herding, getting a small group, try to get 3 zombies and put them together in a group. This is how it kind of works. When they come towards you, you can pull them to the outside, which gives you room to cut to the other outside. So if you keep pulling them, kind of against the wall or something, it allows you to go against the other wall if you have space. Essentially, you're going to keep them in the middle now. You're going to run around outside, and they're just going to kind of flow to you. It's kind of like in, it's going to sound super nerdy, I don't, maybe not. Like with the circle and tangent and everything, like, sort of stuff. Yeah, that's terrible. Nope, not gonna be able to do it. Anyways, just circle around them. It works. Pull them to the outside walls. Keep moving. Definitely always check your back. And that's it. That's herding. Basically, as it gets. Definitely takes a lot of practice. Herding. Then you can take them on a train ride, which then you take the whole herd out. They kind of spin off the ball into one direction. And then you can just basically sit here and just pop heads, pop bodies, whatever you want. Take them for a ride. Possibilities are probably limited. So anyways, I want to go back to that tram now. So I pull these zombies way out here. I can run way faster than them, so I can definitely get in there faster. So I want the waterfront from Footlight, so I want to make sure I'm going to the canals, but I also want to make sure I'm looking in the proper direction. So I want to check my chart real quick, forgot where it was. Alright, I want to be looking out the right side of the cab. I want to make sure I'm going to the canals, and there we go. Out the right side. So we already had double Pontiac, double feather. Again, using my system I made up, that may be pretty ridiculous, but again, because of what you feel. But this is how I do it. This is how I memorize it. I made a system that works, and I'm not going to lose it because it works. And then I got a Pontiac double feather. So Pontiac, double feather, and so on. One moment. Alright.
Is this where I want to be?
So, yeah. Alright. So we got double Pontiac, double feather, Pontiac, double feather. Pretty easy system to memorize. I feel this goes without saying. This also could make this worse by saying it, but if you panic when you're doing this part, I feel like, of the beast, you're gonna fail. Don't panic. Take your time. Remember what you found. So we had a double Pontiac, and then we had a double feather, and then we had a Pontiac double feather. There we go. And that is how it's done. 1 second.
There must be a method to this.
Alright, sorry for the
reason
interruptions.
to take that hideous.
So anyways, here we are. We've now figured out that, unlocked everything so we can begin grabbing the egg. It's kind of late grabbing the eggs here. So, in doing so, it's going to be pretty difficult to fill up the egg in harder spots. So I feel like here is really easy because you can just circle them up. I love hanging out. Here's one of my favorite spots. Canals is pretty hard, but like rather difficult. But the most difficult is this place that I forgot to unlock. And that would be waterfront. That room's hard to circle in. You have to take them on a long train ride if you want to circle them up and move them around. It's just overall a tough experience. So, with that being said, see this really small circle, they come out of 3 directions. I open that door, which is a foolish thing to do, but kind of panicking at that moment. Anyways, with that being said, stay in this room, kill zombies, fill up the egg. The shield's super crucial doing this stuff too. It's like having an extra set of jug, but kind of unlimited if you get stuck in a spot. Not limited, but very useful to take a lot of hits.
Oh my god! Horses!
Sorry, dog keeps opening the door. Stop opening the door. Okay, good. Wait till a lot of zombies though, but like I said, that place is awful and it's a later level, so it makes it worse. So the next place I like to go is Footlight. I find that rather difficult. It's still got a loop, but the loop's kind of hard. One, because it has narrow spots, and if you're not absolutely careful and paying attention to where all the zombies are, we're going to get tripped up.
No illusion, I
So
really
here's
am
a circle,
somewhere.
but it's narrow. You can escape up there, but again, zombies coming down, you're gonna get caught. One of the things I like to do is kind of loop out here and pull in, just kind of turn and fire, and then move up and try to escape out into Footlights. You know where the burlesque is. Burlesque. So this is what I like to do.
Most elaborate egg scheme. That's a positive. You need all.
Alright, round 12. Doing the first parts of the ritual. For the sword, and then the second part's after the sword. And then I'll show you where the flag is, and then I'm just going to try to survive. If I make it that far.
It's getting out of hand.
Wasn't moving. Get myself killed. Gotta move. Gotta move. Don't forget to move.
Try some kind of clever maneuver here. Careful, these clothes are made by the finest tailors.
Ah, and then I fucked up. See? Terrible. Well, that was that. Thanks for stopping by. That was awful. Sorry. I'm out. Thanks.